being poured into an enameled white bowl.
Okay. No, not Susan. What's a good bayou name? Magnolia is revealed to be the pourer of said cereal. She has a what's a class? She has a Rachel, not Rachel's not a character, a Rachel haircut, freshly done, and she's got a cigarette hanging from her lips. And by Rachel, I mean from Friends.
I was gonna ask the question, but I assumed it was from Friends.
Would it be has a the Rachel haircut?
The Rachel from Friends haircut.
Yeah, has a the Rachel haircut.
Mr.
Something French.
Mr. Grimoire. Mr. Grimoire, Rachel, Magnolia's father, walks in.
The daughter has the cigarette hanging out of her mouth in middle school.
And snatches the cigarette out of her mouth.
Conflict. We got it. Love it.
Yeah.
Mr. Grimoire. Magnolia, you can't be smoking. You're only 13. When you get to be 15, we can have a different conversation. Mr. Grimoire puts the cigarette in his mouth.
I was just gonna interject with that exact same choice.
And sits down at the table and pours himself a bowl.
Magnolia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magnolia. Come on, Pa. I gotta get my nicotine levels up. Today's the first day of what grade should they be going into?
13, they're 7th grade.
But if it's Louisiana.
yeah. Today, wait, she's been
No,
held
she's
back
going to
it's
8th grade. She's going to 8th grade.
Okay. Today's the first day of 8th grade. I gotta be sharp.
Oh. Let's see. Mr. Grimoire. God damn it, Magnolia. If you ain't a grimoire, then I am stickier than a gator after a hurricane come through. Oh God, this is becoming perhaps offensive.
I was worried about it too, but so it's okay. We have to acknowledge the trope in order to explore.
Yeah.
Mrs. Grimoire enters.
Oh, I'm also going to add that he nods affectionately.
Mrs. Grimoire enters. She is wearing a she is dressed business casual, does not have a Cajun accent, and is doing that thing where you're like holding keys and looking through your purse. You know, like the
keys up here, and then
through your purse, clearly getting ready to go. Mrs. Grimoire, where is your brother? He said he'd be driving you to school. That's what I got.
Okay. Magnolia says he's out back Oh no.
What's he doing?
What is he doing? He's out back sharpening the. Oh my god.
Blades on his fan boat.
Yeah, the blades. The blade on his fan boat. He's got the big.
Sharpening.
Yeah, he's got the big bayou race after school today. They're racing for pink slips, which in Greece were the ownership papers of the bayou. Not the bayou. I lost track of my thought process. They're the ownership papers of his fan boat.
Oh, gotcha.
I see. It's like racing for the vehicle.
Deeds.
Yeah. The deeds of their boats.
When
Whatever.
you said in Greece they were for the bayou, I literally thought ancient Greece, and I was like, were there swamps in ancient Greece?
No, Greece
I
is the
understand.
word. Yeah,
I understand.
Yeah.
Mrs. Grimoire sighing. Jesus. Jesus, Pierre. Our family is becoming a parody of Louisiana. When I moved from New York, I thought we'd maintain some level of East Coast culture.
All right, I gotta think.
Okay.
Cut to Outback Grimoire residence. Did we name the brother yet?
No.
Pierre, right?
No, Pierre's the dad.
Pierre.
His name is now Rudy,
Got it.
singing barbershop style. Do 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 wow, wow wow, do wow, wow wow, do do do, wow. We see Rudy Grimoire wearing a leather jacket and a slick back 50s pompadour.
Oh, so he's a greaser.
Yeah. Pompadour. A classic greaser.
Yeah.
I have some.
He is
go for it.
sharpening. He's sharpening the blades on his fan boat, which looks kind of like a junker, but then again, it's a fan boat, so who can really tell?
We hear the toot of a car horn. The camera pans to reveal Mrs. Grimoire in a Tesla hanging out the window. Mrs. Grimoire. Rudy, drive your sister to school. and no fan boat racing after 8 p.m. She drives off. Unless he responds. I'll leave it. Yeah.
Yeah. Rudy responds with, oh God. So he's like a greaser. So, right. So he's got to kind of got to talk with that sort of bravado, right? I'm trying to channel like my Kaneki or my John Travolta here.
Channeling my Kaneki.
Yeah. Channeling my Kaneki. Oh my God. Yo. Oh my God. No.
Yeah. Do it.
All right. Yo, ma. I guess that's proper. Yo, ma. Everybody's going to the big race, the B race, the big race tonight. If I don't show up, people will think I'm some little virgin, just like Magnolia here, or just like Magnolia. I don't know, because they're brother and sister. There's like a tension there, and they don't like each other.
Mm-hmm.
Good. You should be virgins.
Wow, What an interesting perspective from a woman who is from New York. I think we need to flash back to her life at some point.
I'm tacking on the end of your line. You know what people think about us in this part of the country? There's a lot of negative shit people think about us. See, I'm getting out in front. I'm getting out in front of what we've established.
Oh my god.
She drives off. Rudy turns around to look at the swamp. There is a gator just sitting on the shore. He speaks to the gator. Mothers, they just don't understand. The camera zooms in on the gator.
Going with this.
It has no reaction. Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Okay, fine. Gator.
Is this a Rodney Dangerfield?
Do you want the gator to speak? I'll leave it open. Sorry.
I do, but it's okay if he doesn't talk this time and we just zoom in on him and then later he talks.
Oh, hold up. The gator shrugs. The gator shrugs.
Yeah.
I like that. The gator shrug. I was thinking like a Rodney Dangerfield kind of collar pull here.
Yeah.
That's a Dangerfield line, right? I don't know.
Don't understand, no respect. Yeah, I feel like that's all him.
Yeah.
I don't know his work well enough to say.
Rudy shakes his head and walks around to the front of the house to his. He doesn't drive a pickup, I guess, to a second Tesla. And screams for Magnolia to come out. I guess I don't need a count. Rudy continued. Oops. No, sorry. Rudy, I guess he's gonna start everything with yo when I write it. Mm-hmm. Yo, Magnolia. No, I know. I'm like, I don't know. Nothing groundbreaking here. We gotta move the plot along.
It's all good. There's no rush.
Magnolia leaves the house, the screen door slamming behind her in the way that screen doors do in the South. She gets in the passenger seat and grabs a cigarette. Well, hold on. Grabs a cigarette out of Rudy's pack, which is rolled up in his sleeve. What's the dad's name? Mr. Grimoire.
Or Pierre.
Pierre
Grimoire.
Yeah, Mr. Grimoire erupts from the front door. Mr. Grimoire, I told you no smoking. No, I told you no smoking. The Tesla pulls out of the driveway.
They have two Teslas.
Aren't they in the second Tesla? What are they?
I guess so. They
are.
The
second. That's a second. Yeah.
They're
There's
Tesla.
two of
Tesla.
Second Tesla.
Yeah.
We have two Teslas.
Two Teslas and a fan boat.
And they live on the swamp.
Well, it's probably an electric fan boat, to be fair.
Yeah. All right, let's skip ahead to school. Interior, Baton Rouge, high hallway, morning passing time. Oopsie. Oh God, we need like a popular kid maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna name him Kevin. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Kevin is holding court in the hallway in front of the cafeteria. it's clear he does this every morning. Yeah.
Oh, you have something?
No, I don't.
So anyway, I ramped it off the ramp so hard. my Huffy must have been like 100 American miles up in the air. It was crazy.
This is the popular kid.
That's how I got this. That's how I got this cast.
Huffy's like a bicycle, right?
Yeah. Kevin brandishes his left arm, which has a huge cast on it. It has yet to be signed by anyone.
His best friend, aka his stooge.
Kevin's will henceforth be known as Kevin Stooge.
Gaspard. Gaspal. Gaspard. An oaf of a boy.
Oh.
He's the big friend.
Hey, it's high school, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Speaks up. He is mid chocolate milk. Damn, Kevin. Ain't coach gonna be mad? Can't have a quarterback with a broken arm. Damn, dude.
This is my image of the popular kids, by the
way. Tanya, and I'm pronouncing it Tanya. Mm-hmm. Tanya, a pretty blonde popular girl, chimes in. Tanya. Oh gosh. Coach loves Kevin. He wouldn't think of, I already forgot what he does, football. he wouldn't think of taking him off the team or Kev off the team. Who else is gonna, what's like the name of a play that he's famous for? Like some football play. Who else
all
is
my
gonna
things are going to like
Blue 42. I don't know.
Who else is
Who else is gonna be the blue in the Blue 42?
Who else is gonna be blue in the Blue 42?
Kevin. What are you talking about? I still got it.
This is so clearly three kids from the art and English department trying to describe the popular kids.
Kevin takes the chocolate milk out of, how do you spell it? Out of Gaspard's hand. He chucks it like a football. We follow it through the air in slow motion. It eventually collides with the face of Magnolia.
Oh no. Oh no, yeah. Staining the front of her shirt, and since Pen 15 is the inspiration, revealing the outline of the socks she has stuffed into her bra. Oh, it's so embarrassing.
Gaspard.
Teeing up Gaspard.
Damn, dude. Canolia Magnolia's stuffing her tatties with socks. Boo!
The entire hallway erupts in horrible laughter.
Oh, that's so humiliating.
There's pointing and
sucks.
jeering.
Oh. So then, yeah. So because we gotta keep with the injury. Oh, whoops. Let's see. And just then, rounding the corner is, oh God, Brock, Magnolia's crush.
Oh my God.
Stacey, you're
Arriving just in. Hey, I was not popular in middle school,
Yeah,
so
no,
I
these
know
are-
how this goes.
These are the
Just in
writings of
time
victims.
to witness, just in time to witness her sneezing and falling in the puddle of chocolate milk.
Oh no.
I know. Don't worry, I think she'll get her comeuppance eventually.
Brock.
Oh yeah.
Seeing Magnolia. Okay, weirdo. Oh no, excuse me. So weird.
Oh, that's the worst insult you can get.
He walks off. Magnolia is crushed. On the floor. Covered in chocolate milk and shame.
And then the bell rings. The bell for first period sounds. Oh, this is probably not formatted correctly for sounds. For first period sounds, whatever that needs to be.
I got one thing I want to add at the end here. So the bell for first period sounds. Magnolia doesn't move. We see a figure come up behind her and begin poking her in the back. What's the best friend's name?
Oh God.
Charlene.
Charlene.
Great. It's Charlene. She has those braces that have like a metal ring that goes around the outside of your head. You know what I'm talking about? I think it's like for nighttime, but
Oh
she's
yeah,
got-
a headgear. Headgear.
yeah.
Yeah. Charlene takes off her backpack and pulls out a spare hoodie for Magnolia. And then Charlene says, "Here you go. Sorry this happened to you the third time this week."
Kevin, from across the room. Kevin. Hey, Magnolia. Got milk? They all laugh. Charlene.
Oh.
Hey, Kevin, shut up. Your dad is a piece of shit. I heard he can't even hold down a job at a what?
No, keep going.
I heard he can't even hold down a job at at the AutoZone.
You were gonna
Yeah.
say Jimmy John's.
Kevin, a tear in his eye.
It's a big shame.
Shut up. Runs away. Maybe not piece of shit. Hey, Kevin, your dad is a doofus. I don't know. I feel like
I
they
like
would
piece of shit.
piece
I
of
like
shit.
how
It's appropriately intense.
This is
Yeah.
a streaming TV show, so
Yeah.
we no FCC rules to comply to. So and it's real.
Charlene helps Magnolia to her feet. Charlene, hey, I think I heard Brock say something. He actually noticed you this time.
And then we have, I already forgot Magnolia's name. Magnolia, maybe, hopefully. Yeah, you're right. With new confidence, Magnolia squares her. Whoops. I put my hand on there. Magnolia squares her shoulders and walks with Charlene to their first period class.
Cut to. Should we? We don't really have a B story going on, do we? I mean,
Yeah,
we
you
have.
make
Oh yeah, we've got the. Well, we have the upcoming fan boat race.
Yeah. The brother's probably the place to pick up Rudy. Cut to, the sports field again. It is clearly a bunch of arts people. Rudy. Oh, why am I stuck in caps?
Is this the scene from Grease where the track coach tells me I have to stop smoking a pack a day?
Oh yes.
Rudy and his fellow greasers.
They're hanging out by the bleachers.
What's the name of his doo-wop gang?
Oh God.
Oh, it's the T-Birds in Grease. So
Yeah.
The Rubber Ducky Boys
Yeah, the rubber
are
ducky boys.
standing around a flaming trash can next to a dugout.
what?
That's like a thing. You, like on the New York streets, you like light a trash can, you do doo-wop around it. I
The
don't
baseball team inside the dugout looks terrified.
I like that they're just out of place here. Like they've developed this subculture that like does not belong in Baton Rouge, but it's going strong.
Baseball boy number 1. I don't think you're allowed to light the trash cans on fire. Plus, we have an active baseball game happening.
Oh gosh.
Hold on. We see the plastic trash can begin to melt.
It's not even a metal trash can.
Yeah. As it sinks down to the ground, Jonathan, Rudy's best friend, puts 2 cigarettes in his mouth and leans down
To light them.
to light them in the fire. He takes out one and hands it to the baseball boy. Jonathan. Aw. Live a little. And yeah.
Coach, what? Delacroix?
Delacroix. That might be from what's the coach from The Water Boy? They have a Cajun coach in that I can't.
Oh my god.
The
Coach-
big older guy. I can't remember the
I
actor's
don't
name.
remember.
Coach Delacroix approaches.
Is Rip Torn in that?
He might be, but that's not the coach I'm thinking of.
No, I'm thinking of the ball one, kick or dodgeball.
Yeah.
You dang greasers. You dang gumball. You dang greasers. Get off of my
greasers.
field. Unless you're here to play baseball.
Oh shit! He should challenge them to a baseball game for field rights.
I need you off of my diamond. Rudy. Come on, coach. Baseball is easy. Anybody can hit a home run.
Yeah. I want to. Yeah, I want to.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah. Rudy, you want a real challenge? Your fan boat, 6 o'clock in the bayou Wait, did we already establish where the race was? Behind the school? There's bayous everywhere.
It's everywhere. Yeah, I don't think we specified where.
Coach, you got it. I hope you like losing. Rudy storms out onto the field, grabs a baseball bat, throws a ball up into the air, and knocks it out of the park. Lighting a cigarette, turning to face coach. We'll see, Mr. Sportsman.
Why does he need to hit the baseball to prove, like, he challenged him to a fan boat race?
Well,
and
because
he's like, I can hit a baseball.
Yeah, it's like the proof of concept. Like, I'm the real man here. I can do what you do, no problem.
He's dominating him.
He's dominating.
He's poning him. Yeah.
We'll see, Mr. Sports. We'll see, Mr. Sportsman.
Well, no, he's a greaser, so he's like, you know.
Oh, sorry. Rudy says that to the coach.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
He like knocks out of the park and then turns around and is like, we'll see.
Rudy casually throws the bat aside, pushing the pitcher out of the way. The game is ongoing.
He walks through the field.
yeah. The game is ongoing. Rudy. Let's quack, ducks. Rudy begins snapping rhythmically. The ducks follow suit. They all leave the baseball field, snapping and humming.
Oh, yeah, this is
harmony.
like the Jets now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite an urban amalgam of gang.
Coach, under his breath. What a waste of talent.
All right. I think we got to cut back to class.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What period are Magnolia and Charlene in? That's her friend, right?
Yeah. Say it's, I don't know, it's been a class or two, maybe.
What class are they in?
Because it's the South, it's fun if they're in like biology or like something where evolution is a focal point.
Yes, let's get the teacher like finishing up a lecture on creationism or something.
Yeah. Cut to biology class. I keep getting stuck in this where it's all caps because it's some other line type.
Oh.
There we go. We see Miss Hickey passing in front of the class, finishing up a lecture on, is there some specific, I don't want to just say like straight up evolution, but like,
well, it's like creationism or like, oh God, intelligent design.
Yeah.
Why the dinosaurs aren't real? Or maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's finishing up on the dinosaur extinction, and then she can force in her thoughts into this about.
Yeah, Miss Hickey. So when Jesus, oh God, now this is like calling into question my biblical knowledge, which is only based on Andrew Lloyd Webber musicals. So Jesus did keep a ranch of triceratops. Oh, how do you spell triceratops? Whatever. Oh my God, I got it right.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, let's just do this. So Jesus did keep a ranch of triceratops, but you see, he had to run off to the Last Supper, and that's when that's when I don't even know what they think. The dinosaurs got real sick because Jesus, as you know, got crucified.
I love your apocryphal version of their apocryphal version of history. Which what do they think? I don't know. They got sick.
At some point, I might have known, but now it's all Scientology information, so that got pushed out.
It depends who you ask. I believe the going theory from them is that the dinosaur bones aren't actually dinosaur bones. They were put there by the devil to trick us into believing a false history.
Oh,
that's one of the more propagated theories. But then I think there's also people who think Jesus coexisted with dinosaurs in the Garden of Eden and shit. So who knows?
yeah. There's the Creationism Museum, and I think it's in Indiana or Kentucky that. Yeah, they actually show people riding on dinosaurs.
Yeah.
In the museum, yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I like that one. I picked that one if I have to pick a history.
Yeah.
Now we're going to watch a short film. Short film called Jurassic Park. Heavily edited and re-narrated by me.
Wait, Miss Hickey, she pulls out a cigarette. Miss Hickey pulls a cigarette out of her desk drawer and sits back with her feet up as she smokes, with the film playing on the projector screen.
Magnolia and Charlene sit in the middle of the classroom. From behind them, a young boy taps Magnolia on the shoulder and hands her a note.
Oh, perfect.
I don't know, and it can say his boy. His name is Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Frankie.
I would also like to add that he's a young, small boy because
Yeah.
girls grow ahead of boys, so he's going to be very significantly smaller.
A young small boy.
Magnolia opens the note and then opens the note.
What should it say?
It reads, got milk? Yes, no.
Oh, no.
Circle 1.
Ugh. Magnolia balls up the note. In frustration, throws it on the floor and grabs her backpack, ignoring the weak protests from Miss Hickey.
It's like Gene Wilder. It's like, no, stop, don't.
Yeah, exactly. Charlene follows.
I have a thing I want to add to this,
Yeah.
which is Horatio, Frankie's friend, leans over and whispers to him, "Do you think she liked it?" Frankie, "I don't know, man. I don't think so. I just don't get girls."
Aw.
They were trying.
Yeah.
They were trying. They just didn't know. They thought it was a relevant, funny joke.
You should ask Magnolia to the dance. After that kerfuffle, cut to exterior hallway.
Wait, I just want to add one
go
more
for it.
thing.
Yes, please.
Frankie shakes his head, and the camera zooms in on him. him breaking the fourth wall.
It quickly once again cuts to the gator shrugging.
Did we name the gator, or is it just the gator?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is now standing outside of the high school.
Standing on two legs.
Standing on two legs outside of the high school biology classroom window.
Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah. Frankie and the gator share a commiseratory look. A look of commiseration.
I love that, like, in my head right now, the alligator is just the spirit of understanding. And, like, whenever a young boy, or I guess anyone in this town, like, is like, I don't know, they just see this gator, like, he's just always there.
Oh my god.
the Frankie, although I'm not done with this, Frankie reaches out and places his hand on the glass to touch the alligator's hand.
Oh god.
Miss Icky, hey, you, get out of here.
To the gator?
Yeah,
Yeah.
to the gator.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a spirit animal. It's like
Yes. Oh god, principal. All right, no.
It doesn't have to be exterior hallway. I did that prematurely.
Oh, that's fine. Principal Schnotz. To janitor. To janitor Cohen. Yeah, we had 2 more reports of that gator outside the boys' locker room. He was handing out sex ed pamphlets. Or well, is that destroying the idea that he's like this fantasy figure?
Not necessarily. I don't know. He could be doing that.
Well, I'm thinking of him as this like covert trying to help people with their aging. Do you know what I mean? Like he's like this spiritual advisor of puberty, sort of like on what is
Big
it?
Mouth.
Yes, on Big Mouth. He's kind of that setting out sex pamphlet propaganda.
He's like the guy in the teen drama who turns the chair around backwards and is like, "Hey kids, like I know it's hard, but like I'm the good coach." But he just happens to be an anthropomorphic alligator.
Don't pay that gator no mind. He's just
this is Janitor Cohen.
He's just a good intention topa. Is that the word?
Yeah.
He's just a good intention topa from the swamp.
Well,
here to usher young boys and girls through the awkward.
Yeah.
Through
the awkward years. Yeah.
Yeah, right. You go for it.
Through the awkward years.
we're
by
letting
the
this
way,
audience know about this mystery.
Did you get my request to take off Yom Kippur?
Principal Schnotz. Yom what?
Oh my god, I'm like sweating now.
I mean, did you intend for Principal Schnotz to also be of the tribe?
I didn't even.
I didn't know if that was another foe.
It was a very fluid, and that's probably my default mental state are Jewish names, but he doesn't need to be Jewish.
Okay.
He can be like German, you know.
Janitor Cohen. Do you want him to actually give an explanation of what it is and educate the principal on his religious?
Yeah. Oh my God. That's also testing my Old Testament knowledge because I was never practicing. Never mind. Cut. We see. We got the gator. The cut to the gator shaking his head or something. How do we format that? Oh God.
I think do you want to do another cut too?
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah. Just cut.
I think it's like
yeah.
two tabs gives you a cut to
I see.
whatever you want there.
Gator just shaking his head again. Oh, we cut to or we replay. No. Nah, I don't want
the same clip.
Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm thinking I don't know. I feel like it doesn't work exactly. I'm taking that out.
The gator wearing a yarmulke shrugging.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Cut to gator shrugging, wearing a tallis, which is like
oh yeah.
Yeah, a tallis and a yarmulke. What's that? Wah wah.
It's that.
Well, the bad news horn sound plays.
Magnolia, and action. Magnolia and Charlene walk past the approach principal and janitor. Principal, what are you two girls doing out of class?
Whoops. Whatever girls say to get a principal off their back. It's her time of the month. I gotta help her. Help her in the bathroom. And then Principal Schnotz awkwardly mumbling. Oh, yeah. Go right ahead. Take the day off if you need it.
Principal to which Janitor Cohen is like, hey. Offended, I guess. Because he couldn't get the day off.
Yeah, of course.
Principal Schnotz still.
Oh, I just thought of something. I want the bad news horn sound to plays klezmer music style. I don't know if I'm not spelling klezmer right.
I don't know
that
the
is
correct spelling.
Too many lines. Anyway.
I mean, I don't know. Fine. You two. Days off for everyone.
Okay.
Janitor. For real? No. I was panicking.
Yeah.
Shit, it's sticking me in this. We move to a close-up of Schnotz and Cohen as they argue. We cut back wide, and Magnolia and Charlene are nowhere to be seen.
Yeah. All right, so they have where should they're having, or actually, how about exterior? Where are they? On the banks of the high school bayou. Actually, it doesn't have to be them. It could be back to the other storyline.
But we can have an intersect here too, because they were outside before.
Oh, that's true. It might be time for that.
Rudy and his gang sit on the banks watching the intercoastal traffic of the Louisiana Fanboat Highway. They pass around a bottle of hooch.
Ouch.
Who got the hooch? Baby. Who is that song by? The song Hooch plays. Out of a radio. It's diegetic. Actually, they wouldn't be listening to that. One of the fan boats has an old-timey radio in it, which is playing I don't know, Fats Domino.
Sure, yeah.
That's Domino.
Some kind of like doo-wop. I mean, it could be like Billy Joel's For the Longest Time.
What's the band that Andy Daly, Hot Dog? What's that band? Sha-na-na.
Yeah.
Sha-na-na, Sha-na-na plays.
But being covered by Sha-na.
Yeah. Also, Rudy's Tesla is parked at a slope with his fan boat rigged up to the back.
What's one of his friends? Benji, a member of the gang, speaks up. Benji, you really gonna race, Coach Delacroix? You know, he raced for fan car, right?
Super
No,
fast
hold on.
insert
Wait a
of
second. It wouldn't be fan car. It'd be NAS fan.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Super quick insert of the Indy 500, but the cars all have fans on them and are like scraping across the ground.
Now we gotta. Oh wait, go ahead.
No, that's it. Just that insert of.
Yeah.
Also, it doesn't make sense, but they are racing around a moat of a castle.
It's like Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah. While a king and queen watch from a pair of thrones atop the center turret.
The king stands up and gives a thumbs down to the audience. They all cheer. A giant mechanical T-Rex, like they have at monster truck shows sometimes, is really released. It stomps forward and grabs a fan car, crushing it in its jaws.
I have another thing. Our mascot Gator, we'll just call him a mascot for now, is seen in the background snapping a picture dressed as a field reporter. I love this like fantasy sequence.
It's like medieval times meets a monster truck show meets NASCAR. The ultimate in Southern entertainment.
Announcer. And that's how the voodoo crumbles. See you next week for another rousing round of NASFan.
Yeah. Coach I don't remember how to spell his name. Coach Delacroix. Coach wherever it is.
It's like DE and then Lacroix, I think, is how we've been spelling it.
I'll fix it.
I gotta run to
in
the
a
bathroom
sec.
super fast. Keep going.
Okay. So Coach Delacroix, thank you. Coach Delacroix pulls off his racing helmet as women scream and faint, as women in the crowds. We have to justify why he didn't talk smack back at Rudy if he's such a big fanboat guy. I feel like he had some tragedy.
True. Maybe we can get yes. And I want to do one thing before we do that, which is that it is clearly the older actor made up to look younger. You know when they do that thing where it's like it's the old actor, but he's wearing like a blonde wig.
Yeah, and it's like a soft focus or something to obscure his features. Yeah.
Fan screaming from the stands. You're the best there ever was, Delacroix. You should be cocky as a motherfucker. People would understand.
Yes. All of a sudden, a meteor.
Oh my god. A meteor
through the sky. Slamming into Coach's fan boat. And it gives him PTSD. I felt, Will, we had to justify that the coach didn't like talk smack back to Rudy. Do you know what I mean? Because, you know, clearly he's a challenger. Yeah, we cut back to the base.
Rudy. And he ain't never been able to race the same since.
Oh my God, we have set up some things that can pay off together in a pretty great way.
Okay, so we have the rubber duckies. Who are the pink ladies to the T-birds?
I'm gonna add I'm gonna add one quick thing.
Yeah.
Delacroix, screaming. Screaming. I am a god.
Yes. Okay. Coming through the God, what's that literary I'm thinking about a bunch of willow trees. The curtain. Ooh, of the willow trees are so we got the rubber duckies, the rouge women, the counterparts to the rubber duckies.
Oh yeah.
Coming through the curtain of the willow trees are the rouge women, the counterpart friend group. Whatever they're called, the counterpart friend group to the rubber duckies. Carlotta, their leader, pulls a cigarette out of her mouth and snuffs it with her kitten heel.
We're never going to get this made, not because of the content, but because of the amount of smoking that's in the
show. Let's see, Carlotta. Hey, Rudy. We came to watch you race. We heard the word is Coach is coming out of retirement. And your mom is telling the whole school you just made a chastity pledge. Your mom just wait. How do kids communicate that? Your mom on tweeted, and your mom
on Facebook. Your mom made a
just did a TikTok. Talk to like a virgin to the whole school. No, that's the wrong song. Just did a TikTok to tell the whole school.
Wait, coach is coming out of like racing retirement. I gotcha.
Yes, that should be proper.
Well, if they all know that lore, then.
Oh yeah,
he's not coming out of coaching retirement. He's going back to his racing career.
Coach is coming
confused.
out of racing.
It's clear. I just read it wrong.
Yeah, whatever.
And your mom just did a TikTok to tell the whole school you made a chastity pledge. The rubber ducks, is that what they're called? The rubber ducks?
Duckies, yeah.
Rubber duckies.
The rubber duckies vocalized their shock. What were they? Was one of them Jonathan? We got Jonathan and
No, Jonathan was
see the baseball kid?
Yeah, no, wait. Oh, I've already forgotten. Maybe Jonathan was one of his goons.
I think there's a Jonathan in the group.
There is a Jonathan. Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot. I'm mixing it up with the Popular Guys gang.
Jonathan. So hold on, just to recap, Rudy's take is that he doesn't want to be a virgin.
Or be perceived as one?
Yeah, he doesn't want to be perceived as one.
I don't think we know yet if he is.
He said everyone's gonna
yeah.
think I'm a virgin. The mom said, "Good, you should be one." But we don't know. We don't know if he actually is though.
We don't know.
But the mom is spreading the rumor to make sure her son never becomes a virgin or never loses his virginity.
Right, and his mom is opposed to fan boating, which I think fan boat racing, which I think is a direct tie to like one's virility and all of that.
Yes,
of course.
I agree.
The fan boat is a phallic symbol, if
100%.
nothing else. Whoa, Rudy, is that true, Rudy? What? She put that on TikTok? No way. I'm totally not a virgin. I couldn't even make a chastity pledge if I wanted to.
What a lame excuse.
He's hung up on the technicality. He couldn't.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah. Jonathan, this is going to establish some world rules here. Well, if you win that race against Coach this after, I'll just say we don't have to put a time on it. If you win that race against Coach, there will be no question about your ability to have sex.
I think for the sake of the stream time, we should put a time thing in and say if you win that race against Coach in 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes, yeah.
We have to
start the clock.
Yeah.
Let's say it's lunch. Let's coach at lunch.
Okay.
Oh yeah, people have to be dogging him about the race potentially.
Magnolia.
Also, our 10:15 show is mostly about this weird greaser gang and the Coach, and not our protagonist character.
No, she's just our like our Mary Sue, our sort of entrance.
Yeah, she's
eyes.
the audience surrogate to this insane world. Like she's the normal one.
Who's just having a bad day.
Yeah.
Rudy, give me a smoke. I'm stressing. And just because, yeah, Rudy, give her a smoke.
Rudy turns to the swamp, and we see the gator nod. Like, what's that kind of nod like? Like
Knowingly?
It's okay. Yeah, like a go ahead, nodding
With approval.
Yeah, with approval and encouragement.
Give your sister a cigarette. Come on.
Yeah, like come on. Yeah.
It's the gator of the lake, or the gator of the swamp.
Benji. Benji. Holy moly. Which one of you gals stinks like old chocolate milk? Charlene punches Benji in the face.
Knocking him out cold.
Knocking him out cold.
Charlene, you fucking piece of shit. Despite his unconsciousness, Charlene does not relent. She straddles the Gracer's body and continues to pummel him about the head and face.
Oh God.
She's so protective of Magnolia.
Charlene, she's turning to the growing crowd because they're showing up for the race.
Right.
Anyone else have something to say about chocolate milk? They can answer to, what does she name her fists?
Dolly and Parton.
Yeah, Dolly and Parton. So that's settled. She's proven that she can hold her own. So we've settled this up.
She wields her fist like King Arthur holding Excalibur. That's all I wanted to say. Oh,
I might have fucked that up. I deleted line I was writing and it looked like it cleared it out.
Like a mighty King Arthur wielding Excalibur.
Two fleshy Excaliburs.
Wielding.
That's how I call my fists.
Two fleshy fists of Excalibur.
What is Coach Delacroix, right?
Yeah.
Well. We see Coach Delacroix approach baseball boys in tow. They're like his entourage. They go wherever he goes.
They are dragging with ropes a hot red fan boat.
Like
Prominently
Egyptian, like what do you call those things that they put like a pharaoh up on?
Displaying the number 13.
Yes. Ooh, spooky.
Spooky numbers.
The OEO song from the Wizard. Like, no. OEO.
Oh, from Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Oh, from the Wizard of Oz. Plays.
This is quite the showdown. This is like not Gangs of New York, although a little bit. What's the Warriors, where they're like, we got the baseball Furies hanging out next to the 6th Street whatevers. It's a meeting of the insane gangs in this town.
Yeah, we need an announcer to narrate. We definitely.
As more people gather, we see media arrive. They begin setting up press booths and bleachers.
Yes.
And an announcer stand. Chris Parnell arrives in big old-timey headphones and starts narrating what happens.
Well, here we are.
I like that he is Chris Parnell no matter what. He transcends.
Well, here we are today at the fan boat race that will decide once and for all who is good at baseball and who is a virgin. Wasn't it?
Yeah, that's basically the conflict at play here.
We see janitor and principal at the top of the hill. It's a quick aside. Janitor to principal. Is that Chris Parnell?
The gator just nods.
The gator now the gator now I don't know.
He's dressed up as like some, like, do you know, like in like musicals where there's like a narrator who like is not like a sentient person, and they're just sort of like in Evita it's Che, or in like, you know, he's kind of
a Greek chorus sort of.
Kind of, yeah, and he can be any character. Like he can be a reporter, he can be the flag girl or something.
I see. Yeah, so he just shows up in these different roles and is not questioned. Like,
yes, exactly. Yeah, we got to the
featuring the gator. Cut back to Coach and Rudy. I don't know.
We see the gator at a hot
God.
dog stand in what's the name of the big thing down there in Times Square. He buys a hot dog, turns to the camera,
this is his intro, like
and shrugs comically.
Yes. Voice. Does Chris Parnell do? No, he doesn't. That's somebody else. Voiced by Chris Parnell. Just to tie in that he's announcing, if that's all right.
I see. Yep.
Yeah, featuring the gator, and then we cut to that. Oh, right. Oh, you're right. You already said it's Don Pardo. Never mind.
I think they got Daryl Hammond to do it after Don Pardo
Yeah,
died.
they did. Daryl Hammond.
I don't know if he still does.
And,
never mind. I just disrupted that.
And
no,
your
fine.
host, Chris Parnell.
Yeah. Yes.
Chris. Okay, hold up. Did we get Chris Parnell walks down into center stage
It begins the monologue.
and begins his monologue. I don't know how much of this we want to do, but it's on the table.
Feels like it's where we are.
Yeah, Chris Parnell waving. Hi, hello.
We've got a great show for you today.
Yeah,
that's how they button it, I guess.
Yeah, we have a great race coming up today. We have a great race. Coach.
Lord is here.
Yeah, Lord.
The weekend is here.
Lord is here to perform the cover. Oh no, I'm really boxing myself in here. Lord is here to perform later.
Lord will sing the national anthem.
Yeah, Lord is here. Yes. Lord is here to sing the national anthem. I feel like he's got to tell a joke about fan voting first, though, because he's got to have just like one little part of his monologue.
I got it. You know, growing up as a kid, I loved SNL. It was a dream. It was a dream to be on it, and to now host it is truly amazing. The audience claps.
As a crazy character from the audience stands up and starts heckling him, but it's a bit. It's like Kyle Mooney in a witch's costume. We don't have to do that. This is we're so off the rails.
I'm a fan of SNL would be an understatement. But then I got here, and now there's a gator on the cast. You could say now I'm more of a fan boat.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan, but now I'm a fan boat. Is that the joke?
Oh yeah.
I've always been a fanboy, but now I'm a little bit more of a fan boat. Then now there's a Cajun gator. Sorry, Cajun gator on the cast.
Yeah. Benji briefly coming out of his unconsciousness.
Did he hallucinate all that?
Oh, that could be.
Do what you were gonna do. Do what you're gonna do.
Nah, I was just gonna say, start the race. I'm just trying to move us forward.
I see. Yes, thank you.
I'll hold up this one. Anyways, happy Yom Kippur. We've got a great show for you tonight.
Start the race. We hear a gunshot ring out. It's Coach Delacroix, who has just fired a pistol into the air. Coach Delacroix, boats in the water, boys. Let's go.
We see a shaman whispering
Like a voodoo shaman?
whispering spells. A castle arises out of the swamp.
Oh, no, because we're recreating the
Yeah,
scenario
so
of the flashback. Yeah.
This is how it works. Oh, I love that. Oh my god.
we are back. We have returned.
We see Magnolia and what the hell's her friend's name?
Charlie
And
still
Char-
beating Becky up.
on Charlene.
Charlene
Charlene
to
is
the back of a car.
Charlene is covered in blood, and we see an ambulance pulling away.
Police cars are pulling up to arrest her.
Charlene, hey, isn't that Brock over there? We see Brock in a crowd. Charlene, you should go talk to him.
Oh, nice.
Magnolia.
Now
Okay.
she's covered in blood instead of chocolate milk.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
So whatever we got to do with that.
Shit. Somebody else take it from
blood.
here. I don't know how Magnolia should respond.
Yeah. Magnolia. Well, actually, let's get a little action here. Let's see. Magnolia. Oops. Magnolia. Straightens her clothes and sexily, as sexy as a 13-year-old knows how to be, which is not a lot. These are still minors.
We'll get the Netflix people from Cuties to help us with this scene.
Yeah. As sexy as a 13, and sexily saunters up to Brock. Is he in the stands? On the fan embankment.
Magnolia. Awkwardly to Brock. It was pretty cool when that shaman made that castle come out of the swamp. Huh?
I got the next thing after this. Brock's.
We'll go for it, Brock.
Yeah, and then Brock. Yeah, Brock says it was pretty cool when you beat up Benji. Hey, you got some blood on your nose. Like coyly swipes it off with his finger.
Magnolia.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Oh, we'll figure this out yet. Magnolia. How do I make this a character? Tab. Magnolia. Magnolia. Yeah, it's Benji's blood. He had to go to the hospital. It was pretty cool.
They lean in for a slow. They lean in slow motion to kiss and begin to make out very sloppily.
We hold on. We cut to the gator holding Frankie in his arms as they both watch them make out.
That's the little boy,
Cue,
little Frankie.
Everybody hurts.
I was just hearing everybody hurts in my head. That's crazy.
Like, you know, Frankie sees them making out and the gator's holding him in his arms.
The trumpets blare. We see the Cajun king hold his arms aloft.
He is half skeleton.
Let the games begin. The fan boats take off from their starting line. There is a smell of gasoline in the air, and clouds of black smoke erupt. I can't like type and talk at the same time. It's very hard for me. It's a bad thing to have for a show like this.
As the here we go. As the race oops, I'm so sorry. Interrupt from the boats. As the fan boats create a crest of waves. Is that how it works? Create a crest of waves ahead of them. Crawdads leap in front of them like dolphins.
We haven't used crawdads the whole damn time.
Well, now they're here.
No, it's awesome. I'm saying, how did we overlook crawdads?
They could sing like Sebastian. Oh gosh. Well, now they're racing. Now this is heavy action.
Yeah, I never thought we would have to conclude this
I know.
sort of Damocles that was the fanboat race.
We suddenly hear a strange sound from above. Chris Parnell. What is that sound? It seems to be coming from the heavens. The camera pans up to reveal a meteor flaming through the Earth's atmosphere.
I like how we have a meteor, but it didn't kill the dinosaurs. Like, it's just a separate... Meteors exist.
Yeah, meteors exist.
Only to fuck up a fanboat race.
We see Coach gripping the steering wheel. Coach, not again. Not again.
Oh, God.
I love that the thing that, like, he's afraid of happening again is, like, the one thing he could have no influence over. Where, like, usually in these cases, it's like, oh, the last time I did racing, like, a guy got his head knocked off by my fan. And that's why I can't go back. And this is just, like, he's just unlucky every time he does this, a meteor happens.
Yeah.
Some act of God.
Oh, God. The meteor whistles through the sky just as Coach and I already forgot Rudy's name. Rudy, neck and neck. Oof. Approach the finish line. Just a single lap around the castle.
The meteor, the tension is high. Big big, tense music plays. All of a sudden, the meteor drifts towards Rudy. The coach all of a sudden steers his boat in front of Rudy's to take the hit.
Oh, wait. Oh, no.
We enter slow motion. The meteor has continued to burn off since entering the atmosphere and has actually become quite small. Nevertheless, the pea-sized meteor makes contact with Coach Delacroix's Delacroix's forehead, piercing him right between the eyes. His head fucking explodes.
Oh my god. What was his bat boy's name?
Baseball boy number 1?
Baseball boy.
Yeah, we just called him Baseball Boy number 1.
Baseball boy. Wait. I gotta say more. Wait. Baseball boy fights through the horrified crowd and wades into the swamp, sobbing.
Oh my god. This is like holding the body in the swamp.
Yeah. as the giant crawdad dolphins like, sort of do a mourning ritual around him. They sort of
So don't you die on me, the gator gently grabs the scruff of Baseball Boy's jersey to pull him aside. The gator closes his eyes and holds out his not hands, what are these called?
claws.
Out his claws? Is that right? Those are like the things that come out of his
I agree.
claws?
Maybe are they paws? What do you call a reptile hand? Maybe they're all feet.
His front feet, I guess. His front feet.
His little paws.
And
gator paws.
And seems to be deep in thought.
Oh, is he gonna do what I think he is?
I don't know. What do you think is he gonna do?
He holds out his front feet and seems to be deep in thought.
Well, like I was thinking, like magical sort of maybe.
Yes. Yeah.
I just don't know if he doesn't speak, so I couldn't. Yeah.
The giant crawdad dolphins approach and make little mewing sounds in sadness. The gator begins a Creole incantation.
I'm gonna do something. If we're just gonna lead into this, above the coach materializes the spirit of Emerald Lagasse.
Hey, it's logical.
He takes a pinch of Cajun spice and throws it at Coach's mangled body. There is a flash of light. Sorry for all this. And the sound of the word BAM echoes across the field.
And then Emerald speaks. He says, "You broke the curse." Bam. we already have the
He
word
did
bam.
we heard it, bam, yeah.
You broke the curse to erase like the bad luck for I don't know. A selfless act. A selfless act for an opponent. Whatever.
A selfless act for an opponent. For we are all but blades upon the fan of life. And without each blade, a fan cannot turn.
I want him to say, sorry, I want him to say this turning to the crowd. Oops, I put it, I'm so sorry. Yeah, he's giving this.
Gaspard, shouting above the music. Damn, dude. Wait, I'm confused. Is Rudy a virgin or not?
Credits?
Yeah, I think we're at credits.
Well,
Roll
no,
credits.
no. Cut to title card.
Oh yeah, we haven't named the show.
It's one of those. It's one of those things where the name of the show happens at the end of the episode.
Yes. Oh, and it has to be like something that's sort of emblematic of what happens, you know, like, oh God, Bayou, virginity. I'm like word associating here with like virility. Oh,
Also, we're going off Pen 15. Is there like a child, like a high school version of?
Yeah. What's another prank you do that's like the Pen 15 prank? Like,
Like spell I cup.
yeah, ICUP pretty colors. I don't know. Maybe we're trying too hard.
Probably.
Bayou babies. I don't know.
Bayou, like we do a Bayou pun with that somehow.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Bayou. Oh, this is not good, but
Buy you a drink.
Can I buy you a drink? No, I don't like this. Can we do something else in that?
Yeah.
Ba.
B-U-Y. B-Y.
Can I run it? Can I run something by you?
God. We're going to spend 20 minutes just thinking about
I know, this is the hardest part.
Like the Bayou Chronicles or like, but something like.
Oh man, this is so hard. Creole.
Oh yeah.
Acre.
Louisiana Purchase.
Gum boobs.
Gum boobs.
I don't know. Is that what's the other thing you type on the calculator?
Well,
no.
I
see. Yeah. All that. Yeah.
80085. Come. Yeah. I like. Wait, what? I immediately just forgot. Gum boobs, but spelled like the calculator. And it's like, because they're like boobs, because they're idiots. It's like boobs in the butt. I love it. It's gum boobs.
It's perfect. It's gum boobs. And we did it. Thank you so much for doing this with us, Stacey. This was a blast.
I had so much fun.
Buddy Holly by Weezer plays. Roll credits.
Just like Buddy Holly. I really like this one. I had a lot of fun doing this.
Me too.
We actually got to write in a genre that wasn't supposed to be serious for once. I think we almost always do like these HBO like gritty dramas.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah. So this was very fun.
I love that, and I love how we started with like this B plot that we think it's going to be this. Well, she had a good ending, so we did right by her. She got the guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's still kind of a jerk. Like, he was making fun of her earlier that day. But, I mean...
Yeah, but she just beat the shit out of someone, so they're a match made in heaven.
That's true.
I imagine over the season, they'll break up, and then she'll find out that Frankie likes her, and, like, you know, Charlene will go to jail for assault, like, at some point.
This is great. Oh...
This is a blast.
Wait.
Is there anything...
Oh, wait, we need to cut to the gator. One more gator.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, a gator like a porky pig.
The production company card plays. I'm just gonna write exactly what you said. It's
Yeah.
it's exactly the Porky Pig one, except it's a gator.
Yeah, does he say that's all, folks? And stutters? Yeah, he stutters in the same voice as Porky the Pig.
The first time he speaks, he has Porky Pig voice.
Yeah, he's a Porky because you expect him to have this like beautiful and like because he's ethereal. Oh, it's a Cajun accent. Of course it is. Yeah.
Oh, that's all, folks.
That's it.
That's it. We did it. Is there anything you want to anything perennial that you want to plug for anyone who comes across this video or anyone who might be watching now?
That is really, really kind of you. I have nothing perennial at all, except for sometime in the future, who knows when, look out for something that might be called The Exquisite Corpse, which is me and the team that I directed at Improv Boston. We are doing something not dissimilar from this. Instead, we are writing it more in a collaborative, less live way, and then we're going to try to film a genre-based episode of some kind. I don't know. I'm over explaining it, but something like that. Hopefully, it'll be good. I don't know, but eventually, I'll make that. And
that's awesome. What'll that be under? Is that a Ruthie production? Is that a?
I'm encouraging us to sort of rebrand ourselves under this new project, but
I see.
Currently it's comprised of members of Ruthie.
Great.
So yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
I am as well.
Anything else you want to say, Kenny? Other stuff to plug?
No, just keep checking out stuff by all of our friends here in Boston. Mess and Finesse, 2MB, Stacey, Will, myself. Yeah, just check it out.
Great. Thanks for having me, you guys.
Yeah, thank you for.
Let's all go watch the vice presidential debate.
Oh my God, I totally forgot about that. That's a timestamp on this
can't
episode.
Yep. All right.
So if you're seeing this in the future, hello from more complicated times, I hope.
and we're gonna go away, but Stacey, you don't need to leave the Zoom chat. All right, goodbye everyone.
Goodbye.